In 1936, the man who organized the New York Mafia, Charlie Lucky Luciano, was framed for pandering by New York City DA Thomas Dewey. Dewey had his eye on a goal he would never achieve: the White House. Following the imprisonment of the Mafia capo Luciano, the syndicate needed a plan to regain control of the New York City docklands. Their stronghold and launch point for their illicit operations. The sinking of the TLS Normandy and the institution of the U.S. Navy's Operation Underworld provided them with that opportunity. Now the docklands needed to start the import of their latest illicit product, heroin, was back in their control. Once again, the war provided the Mafia kingpins with an opportunity. In the early morning of the 19th of July 1943, the serene village of Gila, Sicily, was rudely awakened by the largest invasion force in history to date. Brave American and British soldiers, sailors, and Marines fought tooth and claw to fumigate the island of the evil invaders from Germany. As the Allies drove the Nazis back across the straits and into the mainland, the mafiosi wasted no time in re-establishing their evil empire. An empire soon to be founded on the exploitation of the poison, heroin. By war's end, with the sea lanes once again open, the mass manufacture and distribution of heroin was in full swing. With the surrender of Italy and before moving north to invade Germany, working closely with the likes of Don Carlo Vizzini, the Allied command were careful to appoint staunch anti-fascists like Vizzini as mayors of the local towns and villages. Sicily, the birthplace of the Mafia, was rid of one evil, only to be returned to another. In accordance with Luciano's grand scheme, covert canning operations to ship the heroin were set up in Italy and then shipped abroad to cities and towns up and down the American coastline, to dealers ready for street distribution. But when two New York City private eyes, Doc McEwen and Louis Mancino, accidentally stumble on one of the dealers in their local Greenwich Village streets, false insurance claims and divorce cases leave them woefully unprepared for the drug war they are sucked into. In the follow-up novel to Operation Underworld, The Wolves of Calabria picks up a year and a half later, just prior to the invasion of Sicily by the Allied forces, and tells the inside story which relates how the invasion set the stage for the establishment of what would come to be called the International Drug Cartel, and how Charlie Luciano, Meyer Lansky, and others would establish the post-war drug trade, a deadly trade which continues to this day. once again featuring Doc McEwen and Louis Mancino, this time living the actual true history of the early days of the International Drug Cartel and its roots in the United States. The Wolves of Calabria, the second novel of the Operation Underworld trilogy by Patty Kelly. Now available.